Marsha Blackburn is here now with us with more. So, Senator, should Merrick Garland be worried about Jack Smith testifying before Congress?
Charlie, looking at the memo, which was an April 4th of 2022 memo written by Christopher Wray, and then on April 5th of 22 was signed off on by Lisa Monaco and Merrick Garland. They came up with this scheme to have a sensitive investigative matter against people that they felt like had supported President Trump and had questioned the 2020 election. Thus, you have the 8 of us that they targeted. Now, I think that Merrick Garland and Jack Smith should be concerned about this, but they should be called to testify. I find it very curious that Jack Smith is now saying if he is going to testify, he does not want to be punished. And look at what he has done. As you know, we all know this is something that's going to turn out to be bigger than Watergate. When you look at the weaponization of the FBI and the DOJ against President Trump, his family, against senators and members of Congress that supported President Trump, when you look at how the DOJ was weaponized against conservatives, against parents, against Catholics, I think that we will enjoy and appreciate, and the American people will appreciate having some hearings and being able to find out exactly what they did.
Well, you know, it's really interesting, Senator. We get a lot of lectures from the left about authoritarianism and tyranny and things like that, and constitutional norms. And we're looking at a situation, and this started actually back under President Obama during the 2016 election, where you actually had the executive branch, you had a sitting president spying on the political campaign of a political opponent. And then now, fast forward to this, you have the executive branch spying on members of the legislative branch because of political differences. I don't know. I mean, if you looked in the dictionary for a constitutional crisis, that's what a constitutional crisis would be.
Well, indeed, Charlie, what you have is a violation of our First and Fourth Amendment rights, the separation of powers, the speech and debate clause, and the Stored Communications Act. All of that are violations that were carried out by Jack Smith and the CR-15 unit that did the dirty work for him. Fortunately, Kash Patel has fired every one of those individuals. Now, having a hearing and putting a stop to this, putting these people under oath and questioning them. And then this should never happen to anybody. If they're a Republican, independent Democrat, it should never happen to a U.S. citizen. And they thought they were going to get by with this, and now, of course, it is all coming out. So, indeed, we're going to investigate this. We're going to have some hearings. We want one tier of justice. Trey Gowdy said it well, that Lady Justice is blindfolded, and you do not want to have winners and losers picked by the justice system. You do not want 2 tiers of justice. The American people are sick of this, and we are going to get this cleaned up.
Well, we'll be looking forward to watching all of it, and we appreciate it. Thank you, Senator Blackburn.